Hello, everybody, and I'm back. And today, this will be my first video as being back. Today, we're going to do a video on this willow tree here. I'm going to show you how to make it. If you, so yeah, let's get to it, I guess. Okay, let me go over here, and we'll get this wood. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do the roots and everything. I'm gonna build it up real quick here. To start off, I'm gonna just make the trunk first. So willow trees kind of have more of a straight up trunk, and you're really not even gonna see the trunk anyway, for the most part. That doesn't really mean it's an excuse to make a crappy trunk, because I mean it matters. Even if you're not going to see it that much, you'll still see it, unless you just go ham on the leaves. But yeah, don't use it as an excuse. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in this trunk here. As you saw there, I kind of made the other side of the trunk, and then I made the rest of it. So yeah, all the tree trunks are pretty much, the same general thing for every tree. It's just build up a line for the base, or the direction you want the trunk to go in, and then you build another line kind of next to that line, kind of making it go closer as it goes towards the top, and then you fill it in, and that's how you make a trunk. Okay, so next we have I'm going to go ahead and do the roots first. Normally I do them last, but I've already kind of started to do them, so I'm just going to go ahead and do them for you guys. What I do is, for those ones, I think about where should it go into the ground, and I would say about right here. This block here is probably where it's going to be in the ground, which means all of this will be visible until here. And I like to make the roots go down further anyway, because sometimes you'll have ground that's a hill and you'll be able to see more of the roots. And it ends up looking pretty nice when you do that. Okay? And then you paste it into your nice land and fun things. Towards the end of the roots, I make them so that they're kind of barely attached there. And then I think for this one, I'm going to go ahead and add fences. If you don't have 1.8, just add the regular fences. I'm going to add jungle fences to this. And the difference between willow trees and jungle trees in this instance would be, jungle trees, I would make the roots huge. Like, the whole thing would be the focus of a jungle tree is the roots, because jungle trees just have that kind of look to them. But willow trees, it's more the focus of the leaves. So that's what you want to focus the most on when you do a willow tree. So that's kind of like a lesson for any tree. When you do a tree, you want to focus mostly on the highlight of that tree. So for willow trees, it's the leaves. For jungle trees, it's the roots, and then maybe kind of like the shape of the tree itself. For bonsai trees, it's the curves. Like, you want to focus on all the curves that the branches do. Dead trees, you want to focus on making a ton of branches, because that's what dead trees have, is a bunch of branches. You don't see the leaves. Alright, so as you can see, I made this branch here. I just curved it down, and that's pretty much all you really have to do for the willow tree branches. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple branches. I think I'm going to make about 5 or 6 branches total, and that should be enough. Towards the trunk here, I make the branches just a tad bit thicker, because that's how branches work, obviously. And then as I go out, make them thinner, and then I go back down, curve them on down. And I don't want to go too low, because the branches are going to be filled with leaves, and then I'm going to have to make the leaves go down even further. So actually I'm going to get rid of the bottom here and just go that low. Let's go that low. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to make some more branches over on this side. And maybe one more coming off of this branch, kind of going up higher than the rest of them here. And when it comes to branches on trees, you don't really have to do any specific, like, that's how you do a branch. It's a tree. I mean, for willow trees, you just kind of curve them. But other than that, you can do it however the heck you want. Like whatever direction, whatever shape, size, you know. And then other trees, you just put the branch in whatever direction you want. There's nothing saying to do it one way or another. It's a tree. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and, oh wait, I forgot to do the fences. Let me find the fences. Let's get, where's the jungle? There's jungle. Okay. Oh, what? Maybe I don't have, oh, dang it, the server isn't updated to 1.8. Never mind, I won't do it with that. I'll just do it with regular old fences. So this is what I'm talking about. If you don't have access, you just get regular old fences, and then you put them in here. And then maybe later on, if you get this tree onto like a 1.8 server, it's not very hard to just change them real quick. Unless, of course, you have a ton of them like I did. Then it's kind of difficult to change them. And for the most part, you're just putting these branches on the smaller parts of the roots here. And that's about it. Maybe like one or two up where you're going to see them, and then not too many though. That's enough. Okay. Now on to the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and do this with World Edit. For people who don't have World Edit, these are probably the easiest leaves to do without World Edit, because all you really have to do is just kind of go over the branches. So what I do is / mask 0 BR sphere. So mask 0 is just mask air, and then BR sphere 10%. Let's do 18. I think I did. Let's just do 12. It's normal oak leaves, non-decaying oak leaves. And if you're doing it with World Edit, you always want to do 12, because that way, if you do happen to move your tree, it won't decay after, if you put it in like a wrong world or something. Let me go ahead and get rid of these leaves. And now all I'm going to do is click around these branches, and it'll start filling in for me here. I just do it with World Edit because it's quicker, it's easier for me. You don't have to do this. Like pretty much every one of these leaves you could place by hand, and it would be really easy to do. So if you don't have World Edit, this is your like savior tree right here, because it looks pretty decent, especially for atmosphere builds, and it's easy to do without World Edit. It even looks half decent without changed logs. At least in my opinion it does. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do is change these to, or I'm going to go ahead and drag these vines on down a little bit, go towards the center a little more, drag them down, and I definitely want the ones on the end to go down to like the furthest. And then I'm just going to do that for every branch, maybe fill in just a little bit of where it didn't fill in too much, because the World Edit doesn't always fill in everything. So yeah, if you do use World Edit, don't let the World Edit do all the work. Let it do most of the work. That's the most common mistake people make, is they just kind of rely on World Edit to do every little thing for them, and it ends up looking like it was World Edited instead of like you did it, like you put time into it. So life lesson, or Minecraft lesson in general, is don't use too much World Edit. That goes for any build, not just trees. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little more leaves to the inside here, just so it's more full. And then go ahead, just kind of add a couple touching detail, or touchers. Okay, add a few more vines, because it's not looking full enough to me yet. Maybe some more over here. And you just got to keep adding these little downward vine things until it looks pretty decent. And then once you think you have enough, you can stop, and then I'll change the logs. I'm gonna add a little leaves around here just to add some nice vine looking things on the tree. Okay, now it looks pretty nice to me from a distance, and that's what it's supposed to. And then it looks pretty good for me. You walk under it, that's what it's supposed to look good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and change the logs to the all-sided logs. If you don't have world edit, obviously you don't have to do this. Okay, +2, replace 17, oops, with 1715, and there we go. And that would be your willow tree. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want me to make a tutorial on a god willow tree, which is, in my opinion, the hardest god tree to do, post in the comments, and I will try to do one of those for all you guys. So, and if there's any other tree you guys want me to do, god trees, you want me to do those, you want me to do any of the ones in my tree pack, show you how I made them, and just post in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. So thank you guys for watching, and see ya.